Hello, good morning. Welcome to week number 7. I just got done watching that video from Temple, I think her name was. Gosh, that was a really good video. I comprehended a lot out of that, and I have actually a person in my life, my friend's brother, who is probably on the more kind of extreme side of having autism. But after watching this video, it makes me extremely sad knowing that they've always told him, you're different. Like, oh, you can't do that because you're different, or you're this or that. Just made him always feel like he is his disability or he is autistic, rather than you're not defining your disability. Or your disability doesn't define you. But you can just tell from him that, like, something that he really likes to do is to cook. And not, like, cook just regular scrambled eggs or whatever. Like, he likes to cook, like, fancy restaurants with, like, a smear of weird custard with, like, a steak on it. Like, because those pictures are coming to him. Like, he's thinking in those photos. So when he sees it, like, it's like, I mastered something. And so I've always told, like, the mom and dad, like, I think that he would really excel in, like, culinary school or something. Some sort of, like, something that he likes. Why don't you do that? Like her with the horses, and then she would meet people, and that's how she would interact with people. Like, let them do things that he's interested in, and then he can get those social interactions there doing that. Because they're like, well, we're not going to send him to culinary school because he has no social skills. He's just too weird. Well, he has no social skills because you're not letting him. You're not letting him talk. You talk to him like he's stupid. You talk to him like he's different. But along with Christopher, my nephew is 2 years old, and how she was talking about, like, with that guy who had the questions, saying, well, if, like, you're in the 2 to 4 range, then you need to have work 20 hours a week, or not 20 hours a week, 20 hours, maybe it was 20, I don't know, a certain amount of time a week help with interaction and communication and all this. But my 2-year-old nephew, 2.5, he doesn't have much language, and he has a lot of the sensory issues, like doesn't like his shoes to be off. He wants his shoes on. He wants to keep his coat on, even if it's boiling hot. And just some of those things that we can be working differently with them. And even my brother, like, he had an IEP in school, and it was really important that, teachers treated my brother really terribly because you're not getting it. Like, why aren't you comprehending this? And a teacher hit him over the head with a book, calling him stupid and all this. But once he hit high school, he found this mentor, and her name was Miss Dickinson, and she understood my brother. She knew that, okay, he doesn't learn how the average Joe learns, I'm going, like, how do you learn? Do you learn from pictures? Do you learn from reading? Like, teach me how you learn so I can teach you. And that worked the best for him. I don't know, he just excelled so much having that in that hands-on too. Some people aren't, oh, I can read it and get it like that. Like, I am that person. I need to have interaction, touch, see, like, sensory things, rather than reading it, oh, I comprehended it. And I'm not autistic, and I need that. But I feel like what makes me really sad, I saw this video was made back in 2010, but now, like, those kids who are autistic and need those social interactions and need a different way of teaching, I could only imagine how hard it is during COVID. Online Zooms, kids can't stay interacting online on electronic for that long, like staying focused. It's just, and teachers don't really try to do Zoom. You don't really get to do one-on-ones with kids who might have a different learning ability. So, but I definitely feel like we do need different minds in this world because, like she said, there wouldn't be this because this person who created this had autism, or there wouldn't be this because the person who created this had a different mindset. I think having different mindsets, you can gain a lot. And people who might not have this disability or Asperger's or whatever, that might not even be in their realm of thinking. So you never know what could come. So there's definitely not. I mean, there's struggles. There's high-end people who are like really high functioning autistic, and there's people like Christopher who, even though I think he could have changed by the way that he was raised, more low functioning, can't drive, has to be told to take a shower, things like that. But this video was super interesting. It kind of makes me want to teach people. I teach at my work and try and come up with different strategies of things, and not everybody's the same. Not everybody's a cookie cutter. So I hope everybody has a great week 7. We're almost to the end. Have a good day.